Welcome to our latest adventure, where we dive into the heart of Metropolis for an action-packed tale featuring Superman himself. Today we're exploring a story filled with fiery battles, heroic rescues, and the unbreakable spirit of our favorite hero. If you're ready for a journey beyond the ordinary, you've come to the right place. So, hit that subscribe button and let's get started. Welcome to the legend of Superman. Superman Vol 1. In the heart of Metropolis, where skyscrapers pierce the clouds, the venerable edifice of the original Daily Planet, a relic from 1826, met its demise in a spectacle of dust and memories. As the city mourned its loss, anticipation buzzed through the air for the unveiling of the new Daily Planet stronghold, a symbol of rebirth and resilience. The inauguration was nothing short of grandiose, with the city's mayor leading the festivities. Amidst the clamor and the applause, Morgan Edge, the enigmatic magnate who had recently taken the helm of the Daily Planet, was summoned to the podium. With a charisma that captivated the crowd, Edge laid out his visionary blueprint for the newspaper's future, promising an era of groundbreaking journalism. At the edge of the throng, Lois Lane, the Daily Planet's star reporter, voiced her discontent to Perry White, the battle-hardened editor, about the conspicuous absence of Clark Kent. Perry, with a sigh, remarked that Clark's heart was entangled with the legacy of the old Daily Planet, suggesting that his absence was a silent tribute to the past they all cherished. Meanwhile, high above the mourning city, a solitary figure hovered. Clark Kent, the alter ego of Superman, gazed down at the ruins of the old Daily Planet with a heavy heart. His cape fluttered in the wind, a silent sentinel watching over the change below. The assembly of reporters below caught a glimpse of the Man of Steel among the clouds, their cameras flashing in a frenzy to capture the moment. But in a blink, Superman vanished, leaving behind a trail of mystery and a city teetering between the nostalgia of yesteryears and the promise of tomorrow. Amid the labyrinth of steel and concrete that forms Metropolis's skyline, a new mystery unfolds within the skeletal framework of the city's astronomy building, still under construction. The night guards, vigilant in their duty, stumble upon an anomaly through the lens of their security cameras, a fire that dances and weaves with an eerie autonomy. Driven by duty and curiosity, they venture into the shadows to confront this enigmatic blaze. Meanwhile, slicing through the night, Superman courses between the buildings, a tempest of emotions churning within him. His thoughts are a whirlwind, replaying the heated exchange with Lois Lane within the Daily Planet's hallowed walls. Their debate was fiery. At its heart, the integrity of journalism under Morgan Edge's reign. Clark stood firm in his disdain for the tabloid turn the paper had taken, while Lois defended the commercial vitality these changes brought, even hinting at her impending promotion to media producer as a testament to this new era's opportunities. But beneath Clark's frustrations lay a deeper conflict. Between his ideals and the reality of change, between the journalist he was and the symbol he had become. As Metropolis celebrated below, his friends, including Lois, Perry, and the rest of the Daily Planet crew, embraced the future Morgan Edge painted. A future where Lois would shine in her new role, a beacon of the changing times. Back in the turmoil of his thoughts, Clark recalled Lois's attempts to mollify him, urging him to see the potential for good, to envision a path where integrity and ambition could coexist. Yet, Clark's resolve was unyielding, his identity not a mantle to be compromised, his voice not one to echo the whims of a dubious leadership. Amidst these reveries, an urgent discovery jolts the city's quietude. Mac, the guard exploring the depths of the astronomy building, comes face to face with the sentient flame, a spectacle defying explanation. As he reaches for his radio, a voice pierces the crackle of fire, a voice that knows his name. The flame, no mere fire, but an entity with intent, speaks, transforming an ordinary night into a confluence of mysteries. High above the urban canyons of Metropolis, Superman patrols the night sky, his senses on high alert. It's not long before his extraordinary vision and hearing detect a band of masked marauders hijacking a truck laden with volatile chemical waste. With a burst of superhuman speed, he descends upon them, a red and blue blur against the city's neon glow. As Superman confronts the truck, the thieves, undeterred by the sight of the Man of Steel, open fire. Their bullets, mere annoyances to the last son of Krypton, spark off his invulnerable skin like fireworks. Simultaneously, the festive atmosphere at the Daily Planet's opening ceremony takes a sharp turn. Lois Lane is mid-conversation with Morgan Edge when Perry White, ever the vigilant editor, catches wind of Superman's skirmish with the chemical waste thieves. Without hesitation, Perry mobilizes his reporters to the scene, sensing the makings of a front-page story. In a stunning display of power, Superman lifts the entire truck, thieves and all, into the sky, intent on neutralizing the threat. But the drama on the ground unfolds further as an otherworldly explosion rocks the astronomy building, now fully engulfed in flames. The fiery entity, previously conversing with the guard, unleashes chaos, prompting an immediate response from the city's fire brigade. High above, Superman issues an ultimatum to the thieves, threatening to cast them into the river or even into the vacuum of space should they not surrender. The criminals resolve waivers, fear gripping them at the prospect of a suffocating end beyond the Earth's atmosphere. As they bicker among themselves, Superman begins his count, a final warning that underscores the gravity of their situation. However, in a heart-stopping moment, the truck explodes in a blinding inferno before Superman can utter 3. The shockwave ripples through the city, a fiery testament to the peril that had been averted, yet leaving Superman's fate momentarily obscured by the flames. As the dust settles and the fire at the astronomy building rages, Metropolis finds itself at the edge of its seat, awaiting the fate of its greatest hero. Has Superman survived the cataclysmic blast, or has the city just witnessed the fall of its most stalwart guardian? The night air is thick with tension and uncertainty, the city's heartbeat skipping in suspense. In a moment, suspended between hope and despair, the assembled crowd of police, journalists, and onlookers peer into the consuming blaze, searching for any sign of Metropolis's guardian. The tension is palpable, the air thick with the scent of scorched earth and unspoken fears. And then, as if born anew from the ashes of catastrophe, Superman emerges, soaring into the sky, a symbol of indomitable resilience. But before relief can wash over the city, a new threat hurtles towards him. A second, malicious flame, fast and furious, colliding with Superman with the force of a comet. The crowd gasps, their hopes dashed, as their hero is engulfed once more, this time by an assailant of fire. From the heart of the city, Perry White, alongside a throng of Daily Planet reporters, watches the sky with a mix of awe and horror. "Where are these flames coming from?" he mutters, voicing the question on everyone's mind. The truck's explosion, now a mere prelude to a greater mystery, seems to have unleashed something far more perilous. As Superman regains his senses, his superhuman vision cuts through the chaos, tracing the origin of this fiery assault to its heart. A conflagration that engulfs the city's astronomy building, reaching skyward as if to challenge the heavens. Amidst the inferno's wrath, a figure reveals itself, a being of fire and fury, an entity unlike any Metropolis has witnessed. With no hesitation, Superman propels himself towards the epicenter of the blaze, his determination as clear as the trail he leaves in his wake. The city watches, breath held, as its champion confronts this unknown adversary, a fiery creature that seems to hold the power to challenge even the Man of Steel. In a spectacle that turns the night into day, the fiery creature unleashes its wrath upon Metropolis. its flames licking the facades of buildings and its screams echoing in an alien tongue through the panicked streets. With a gesture of defiance, it summons Superman closer, challenging the protector of the city to a confrontation of cosmic proportions. Superman, fueled by a righteous fury, propels himself towards the entity, only to be met with a barrage of fire. Yet, he is undeterred, countering with his Arctic breath in an attempt to smother the flames that seem to defy the very laws of nature. This fire, alive with alien malice, resists him, revealing that this battle will not be won by force alone. As the creature's screams pierce the chaos, a single word resonates with Superman amidst the cacophony: Krypton. The mention of his lost home planet sends a shiver down his spine, confirming his worst fears. This is no mere inferno. It is an extraterrestrial being with ties to his own tragic history. The creature, growing more malevolent by the moment, turns its attention to the helpless onlookers, hurling fire towards the gathered crowd of citizens and journalists. Superman, with a hero's instinct, seizes a billboard, transforming it into a makeshift shield to intercept the lethal flames. It's then that he uncovers a chilling revelation. The creature's fire doesn't just burn. It transmutes matter into fire itself, a weapon of unimaginable destruction. Amid this revelation, the creature sets its sights on a police helicopter, transforming the vehicle into a fiery comet that plummets towards the Earth. Lois Lane, witnessing the unfolding disaster from the safety of the control room, commands the news helicopters to retreat, recognizing the gravity of the threat they all face. In the strategic confines of police headquarters, Commissioner Pulse stands as a sentinel over his city in turmoil. With the weight of command on his shoulders, he issues a crucial directive to his forces: stand down. This is Superman's arena, he declares, understanding the futility of mortal efforts against such a formidable adversary. The Commissioner's order is clear: avoid engagement, preserve lives. This monster, this fiery juggernaut laying siege to their city, is beyond their capacity to combat. Meanwhile, the inferno rages unchecked, a maelstrom of destruction threatening to consume Metropolis. But Superman, ever the guardian, weaves a ballet of salvation amidst the flames. With speed that defies comprehension, he intercepts the monster's fiery onslaught, shielding building after building from devastation. Yet even for someone of Superman's caliber, the task is Herculean, the strain evident in the air that trembles around him. Amidst this chaos, Superman's mind races, formulating a plan to banish this alien horror back to the void from whence it came. But he needs a moment, a distraction to set his strategy in motion. With resolve stealing his heart, he plunges into the earth, burrowing at breakneck speed, vanishing from sight to prepare his counterstrike. Back at the Daily Planet, the live broadcast grinds to a halt, a casualty of Lois Lane's decisive command to recall the helicopters, a decision met with ire from Morgan Edge. His voice, laced with frustration, questions Lois's professionalism, a challenge to her authority that she meets with unwavering defiance. "I'm in charge here," she retorts, cutting off any further interference with a click. Her focus then shifts, a new plan forming. She reaches out to Jimmy, an old ally amidst the chaos, entrusting him with a crucial task: to hack into the city's surveillance system. Their goal: to restore the eyes of the world on Superman's valiant struggle against the Fire Beast, ensuring that the hero's battle would be witnessed live, a testament to the resilience of Metropolis and its greatest defender. As Jimmy sets to work, a sense of unity and purpose binds the citizens of Metropolis. Their gaze turned skyward, where their fate hangs in the balance, fought not just on the streets, but in the airwaves and beneath the earth, a multi-front battle for the soul of their city. As Metropolis reels under the fiery onslaught of the monstrous inferno, its streets ablaze and its people in despair, a glimmer of hope pierces the smoke-filled skies. From the ashes of the old Daily Planet building, Superman emerges, wielding a colossal metal sphere, a relic of a bygone era. With a heroic shout, "Take it if you can!" he hurls the sphere at the fire monster, drawing its wrath away from the city and onto this singular point of focus. This pivotal moment, the distraction Superman so desperately needed, allows him to launch a daring assault, seizing the fiery beast and propelling it into the cold vacuum of space. Back on Earth, the Daily Planet's live broadcast captures this epic confrontation, thanks to the technical wizardry of Jimmy Lois Lane's friend. The world watches in awe as Superman battles the creature, their fight a stark silhouette against the backdrop of the planet. In the void, the monster's flames flicker and die, suffocated by the absence of oxygen, a detail Superman had banked on, knowing that even alien fire cannot burn without air. With the beast's extinguishment, the fires ravaging Metropolis similarly vanish, revealing Superman's profound connection to the city's salvation. The dawn brings with it stories of heroism and speculation, the Daily Planet leading the charge with tales of the fire monster's defeat. Within its walls, the new business editor marvels at Perry White's editorial acumen, their conversation a mix of admiration and reflection on the events that unfolded and Clark Kent's conspicuous absence. His safety during the crisis now, a stroke of serendipity, enabling him to deliver an insightful account of the ordeal. In the aftermath, a weary Clark Kent seeks solace in reconciliation, making his way to Lois Lane's doorstep with an apology on his lips. But fate, ever capricious, has one more twist in store. The door opens to reveal not the closure he seeks, but a new chapter of heartache as Jonathan, Lois's new beau, appears, marking a stark end to Clark's hopes of rekindling their bond. With a farewell that carries the weight of unspoken sorrow, Clark departs, his mind a tumult of emotions and exhaustion from the night's heroic exertions. And so, our tale pauses, leaving the future of our characters hanging in the balance, their stories to be continued in the next volume, where new challenges await and the heart of Metropolis's greatest hero endures the trials of both superhuman and personal strife. Thanks for joining us on this epic Superman adventure. We hope you loved the ride. If you did, hit like, subscribe for more, and share with friends. Your support keeps these stories flying high. Until next time, keep your eyes on the skies. See you in the next video.